Nothing, you just wanted to see the thing.
Yeah,
Yes, yeah, that's my two. I'm dubbing up. Anyway, I'll see you next year.
How you doing? You alright? Yeah, good man.
When you say you have your business show, that is actually a business show. For the program, here's my business card. I don't know, get around there. Seats out for everyone.
For the shine off there.
Just testing.
Thank you. obviously did a good job last year. We've been allowed to present the awards again this year. Although they did say they wanted a comedy duo to do it this year, but hey-ho.
Comedy duo, more like comedy idiots, I think.
Oh, no, we're not.
Oh, yes,
Before we...
we are! We're getting mauled up already. It's black and red, you'd think we'd know, wouldn't you, really? But before we get to the main event, we just need to do a little bit of housekeeping. In case you were not aware, we do have fire exits. There's one there, one at the back of the room, and one there. Failing that, just run.
The same as last year, and unlike our own panto rules where we ask for no flash photography, we are in fact encouraging the opposite, so please feel free to take any photographs throughout the evening, just no flashing again, please.
Sorry! That's them lot at the back there, we've got to watch them.
Also, like last year, Steve Portmanteau has kindly offered to take the photographs of the winning entries, and we will be located at the back of the room, and that will be done during the interval. We have 2 intervals, a 15-minute one after the first 7 awards to enable Steve to take the photographs, and then for you to top up your drinks, hopefully. And then a 30-minute interval for more photographs and pasties. So if you have one this evening, please make your way to the back of the hall to have your photo taken. And any trophy winners, you will need to see Christine, who's also at the back just below the hatch, to sign for your trophies, please. We are very happy and grateful to Chris Callow tonight, who kindly live streaming the awards. So this enables anybody who cannot make it to still be part of it. So thank you, Chris. And Rob. Can I please ask you once again to turn around to the camera and wave so everybody watching can see us all, please? Also, a big thank you to Jordan for ferrying around, getting all the seating and doing the lighting. So thank you, Jordan. Thank you, Rob, for helping. And also to Paul Mulvey, who got all the clips from you all and put together which you've just seen.
As you're aware, Shane and I have judged again this year. And alongside us, I'd like to introduce you to Susan and Tony again, who have joined us again this year. They have a wealth of experience in musical theatre and will be presenting the awards for us tonight. For clarity, I would like to again quickly explain a little about how we judge the pantos. We each have a score sheet for all categories, scoring them from 1 to 8, 8 being the highest. Obviously, because of our previous association with Roach and St Dennis, Shane doesn't score Roach, I don't score St Dennis. So when it came to the final decisions, only the top 3 scores were used. Okay? And if you have any questions about that, or would like to have a word with either of us about the process, then please feel free to come and see us either in the interval or at the end.
One thing that did not change was how you all made the judging very difficult again with your presence on stage. Delighted audiences, young and old. You should be all very proud of yourselves, so please give yourself a round of applause. It's always great to see familiar faces on stage as well as some new ones, but more importantly, once again to see the children taking part and having a great time. After all, they are the future of pantomime. We did this last year, so let's do it again, the selfie on stage. So, we'll get the camera and then we'll give a big wave.
It let me do it again, I did it rubbish last year. Brilliant. So I would like to just say one thing, because I've obviously got it wrong when I wrote out everything. The interval will be after the first 10 awards. 10 awards, alright? So we need to motor on through. Let's get started with the first award, which is for the best scenery. Right, in third place, Roach Pantomime Players. In second place, Clay Village Players.
And in first place for best scenery goes to St Dennis Riding Company. Next we move on to staging and props.
In third place, St Stephen Pantomime.
And in second place, Indian Queen's Pantomime.
And in first place, Clay Village Players.
Okay, moving on to best lighting. In third place, St Enado Pantomime.
In second place, Truant Pantomime Group.
And in first place for best lighting, Indian Queen.
Right, we move on to Best Sound. And in third place, Roach Pantomime Players.
In second place, Indian Queen.
And in first place, St. Stephen Pantomime Company.
Moving on to Best Costume.
Best Costumes in third place, we have Truant Pantomime Group.
In second place, Roach.
And in first place, St. Stephen Pantomime Company. Right, we move on to Best Choreography. And in third place, we have Roach Pantomime Players.
In second place, Truant Pantomime Group.
And in first place, St. Stephen Pantomime. Right, we move on to Best Animal Character, Non-Speaking.
In third place, Hagen the Horse Roach.
In second place, Nana the Dog, Truant Village Players.
And in first place for non-speaking animal character, the pandas at St Stephen. And now for the best animal character speaking. In third place, the ratlets of St Dennis.
In second place, Paul the Parrot at Senegal.
And in first place, Thermidor the Lobster. Okay, right, we move on to our first own award.
Bit late, we missed it, but typical pantomime style, we missed the line.
Can we ask Bugle to come up to present their award, please?
Good evening, everybody. All right, ready? This year at Bugle, been a few firsts. A different pantomime, a new dame, a new baddie, and lots of people making their debuts on stage. And for the first time since I've been involved with Bugle, its own award has been decided by a ballot. Now, the person who was chosen started with Bugle Panto in 1995, starting in the chorus and working their way up to many leading roles and a couple of animal ones thrown in as well. As well as this, their unstinting work in making sure all our youngsters are kept safe, dealing with the parents and any issues that may arise. Also, a very important and valued member of the safeguarding team at Bugle. And all this, as well as assisting with the music and dance. And without people like this person, small community panto groups like ours would be lost. So I am very privileged to present Bugle's own award to the person who I personally blame for getting me into this panto madness, Anita Torres. Now, unfortunately, Anita is on holiday and can't be with us, so I'm going to ask my Vice Chair, Catherine Harris, to come up and collect it on her behalf.
And also now we move on to another own award, St. Stephen.
Because we missed it. St. Stephen's? Sorry about that.
Good evening. This year, our own award for St. Stephen Pantomime is not for an individual, but to a couple. The lady joined our pantomime in 1960 at the age of 15 as a chorus girl. At that time, the shows were initially performed from the home base of St. Stephen, but also travelled to neighbouring villages to perform the current show. She progressed into small cameo roles and then to principal roles such as Principal Boy, probably because, as her husband said, she had a fine pair of legs. She married in 1967, and later when the children came along, she still continued to tread the boards, but now in cameo roles like Queen Cake and as the front of the horse. As family and work commitments took over, she took a back seat, working behind the scenes as part of the costume team and held the role as secretary. Amongst the fabulous costumes she helped create over the years, we saw the pandas, used in this year's performance of Aladdin, bear costumes in Goldilocks, the forest animal characters, and many various principal costumes. The gentleman was roped into joining shortly after their marriage, primarily as a lighting technician and also helping with the props. Having worked as an electrician for many years for ECLP, he excelled with our lighting system. He also made some very impressive props, one in particular, a massive chandelier fit for a ballroom scene. He once almost electrocuted himself trying to prevent the lighting cord from shorting by sticking a screwdriver in to keep it connected, thus saving the performance from being cancelled halfway through the show. They also worked on joint projects such as making a human-sized goose costume, but forgetting that they had to get it out of the door after it had been made. And also making the ride-on chargers, which incorporated knights pretending to ride on fake horses, which were recently used in our production of Robin Hood. The lady now undertakes the role of backstage caller, and the gentleman still helps as foreman to the props team. At the ages of 79 and 82, they have dedicated a total of 118 years to St. Stephen's Pantomime, which is no mean feat and a great asset to our company. I'd now like to present our own award to Christine and Brian Allen.
Hopefully we'll be back on track now. The next award is a new one that we've entered into, which is Best Makeup. In third place, St. Stephen Pantomime Society.
In second place, Roach pantomime players.
And in first place, True Pantomime Group.
There once was a ship that put to sea. The name of the ship was a Bay of Tea. The wind blew up our bird up down, oh below my boy go. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the time is done, we'll take our leave and go.
Right, next we move on to the WOW Award, the Best Special Effect. In third place, we have the underwater scene at St Eneder.
Chinese dragon from St Stephen.
And in first place, the light sequence at True Pantomime Group. Right now we'd like to invite St Dennis to the stage to present their own award.
Gary, you prepared anything? No? Over to you, Gary.
Hello and welcome everybody. This is such a hard award to give because as far as I'm concerned, everybody in every company deserves it.
Is that what you got? I can read it. Right. Each year this award gets harder to present due to the support from our commitment. You know, Gary.
I knew she'd swear it.
Actually, at the top of my thing it says try not to rap or try not to swear.
Well done.
Shit. Right. I am really trying to find it hard to read this. Right. Each year, this award gets harder to present due to the support and commitment from all of our society.
We're going to bring the guide dog up in a minute.
As many of our fellow Panto families, we at St Dennis are extremely proud of our youngsters. Over the years, we have had so many youngsters grow into our adults, chorus and cast. And we are really proud that they are still with us. We've got Beth, Jess, Ellie, Olivia, Jess, Lex and Amy, and they're still in our chorus. And it's probably due to the fact that we have loads of shots and beer. Hellos they are. This year though, we have had we have an array of our young members stepping up into small parts. We've had rap bits, spiced up our panto. We had little Lacey and Poppy. They challenged themselves, speaking their roles, and our lovely Esme, only 12-year-olds, took a lead role. And Edie, she became our giant piglet. However, we were extremely proud of not one, but two of our own Panto Award winners. Can't read the next one. Gary, you have to help me on this bit. Anyway, we've not got one, but we have got two boys that have grown up into our society and become respectable, handsome young men. And glasses. At a challenging age, when most were elsewhere, our boys have taken on a huge cast roles, and it's been a pleasure working with them. So we would like to give our award to Lucas and Jace.
Right, now we'll take our first interval, 15 minutes. Pee, get a drink, have a fag.
Your nephew's next door.
There we go. Whilst you're having your break, can I please say the ladies are at the front of the room here selling raffle tickets. Pound a strip. That's for both of them. They'll both split strip for a pound. And somewhere we've got trees are going around with the heads and tails, is it called? Pound to go, heads and tails. We've got over £100 in there now. So please support this. It's a brilliant game and we'll play it at the second interval.
Well done. Hang on, Ray. Oh, well done, King. Don't take me, I will.
new musical company starts up there
Theatre company that's been going since 1982. We have to fundraise for every single event. None of us are paid.
You're right.
So we do it for love.
You do it.
Anyway, our next fundraiser for our main show,
You get paid.
at the end of August, is ABBA versus Queen. So we'll have two teams,
Not getting paid.
and they will come on and they will perform, sing, dance to each of the ABBA and Queen songs, 17 for each team, which is quite something to learn. And it's like a battle between the two bands. So the audience are asked to come along, dress up if you'd like to. You'll get lyrics when you come in. We love it when people sing along. You can get up and dance as well if you'd like to. And all the money raised will go towards the next show, which I can't actually announce until the fundraiser. But we would really appreciate any support that we get given. Thank you so much.
Just another quick announcement also for St Elder Pantomime. Obviously with the sad news of the passing of Dave Taylor, they've going to do a sponsored walk marathon. There is a pot at the back by the hatch there, if you could kindly give some donation. It goes towards Diabetes UK. So please, if you can, just put some coins in the bucket at the back. Just want to wish them all the best for their sponsored marathon. Is it next weekend?
Friday!
Friday. Good luck on that one.
Right, now we'd like to invite Charlotte up to present True Pantomime Group's own award.
Baby this year. Our own award this year goes to someone who could probably have been given this several times over, and to be honest, it's probably well overdue. I first met this person when we were still performing at the old church hall in Snorston, and from a personal level, we only grew in friendship, as did our children. She will openly admit she sometimes speaks before she thinks, and if she does think before she speaks, she can't filter her face. But she has the biggest heart and would do anything for anyone. Taking on the full role of producer for me this year, she has been there throughout everything, the good bits and the not so good bits. For our society as a whole, she has always worked tirelessly both on stage and behind the scenes. Known to be playing Friar Tuck alongside my Robin Hood, the Major in Rapunzel, and I'll never forget her falling off the ladder out of the window. Possibly the funniest part of the whole pantomime at the time. And more recently, the ogre in Puss in Boots. I was disappointed this year when she decided to hang up her fairy wand during rehearsals, but I did understand. Backstage, she keeps us fueled with numerous cups of tea and coffee, and there's always a sneaky snack or two for everyone. Her fundraising efforts every year are absolutely amazing, and I couldn't imagine how much she's actually put into the bank to keep us going over the years, something we are extremely grateful for. Her stories, her humour, and her antics continuously make us laugh, and her role as the smile police will probably forever haunt the children in our chorus. But you don't mess with this lady, so this year, Nicola Davies, this is for you.
Right, we're moving on. So we'll start this middle half with the junior cast, 5 to 11 years, boys.
In second place, Orlo Julian from St Dennis.
Right, I need to explain this one a little bit, because this one's a little bit different. But the winners are a mixture of boys and girls. We couldn't do it any other way. So the winners of this one are the Lost Boys from Clay Village Players. Right, moving on to junior cast 5 to 11 years girls. In third place, we have Daisy Torres of Bugle. You're big for a 5 to 11 years. Well done, Daisy.
In second place, Maddie Townsend from Indian Queen.
And in first place, we have Ivy Turner.
Now we move on to the junior male cast, 12 to 16 years. In third place, Kieran Lobbs of Edinburgh.
In second place, Finley Bohill Roach.
And in first place, Jace Jones of St. Thomas. And now for the best junior cast female 12 to 16 year old. In third place, Esme Julian of St. Thomas.
In second place, Erin Payne, Indian Queens.
And in first place, Abigail Carroll of Roach.
Right now we'd like to invite Indian Queens to present their own award.
Good evening, everybody. So our award tonight, I think you all agree when you know it's an essential person in any pantomime, putting a lot of time in the rehearsals and every night, every performance. During the rehearsals, teaching people to sing, make sure they're in tune, know the words, and at every performance, playing the organ. So our award tonight goes to our musical director, Karen Crane.
Award is for Best Chorus.
And in third place, Roach Pantomime.
Place, Children's Pantomime Group.
In first place, St. Stephen Pantomime Company.
The award is for Best Supporting Role. In third place, Derek Wilshaw of Roach.
And in second place, excuse the pronunciation, Laura Le Missouri of St. Stephen.
First place for Best Supporting Role, Vicky Green and Kieran
It's so hard to see.
Now moving on to Best Overall Music.
And in third place, Roach Pantomime Players.
In second place, St Stephen Pantomime Company.
And in first place, Truant Pantomime Group.
Okay, right, moving on to our next own award. Could we ask St Anadir to come up to present theirs, please?
Okay. This year we would like to give our own society award to a man who joined us in 2023 when he was originally cast in the role of Alphonse for our 2024 production of Beauty and the Beast.
3 months into our rehearsal, he stepped up into the role of Dame Madame Fifi and took to it like a duck to water and absolutely flourished and relished his new role. 1 year on, he got cast as Dame Margarita Juicelita in our most recent production of Robinson Crusoe and the Pirates. And again, he took so naturally to the role of Dame, as well as adding so much of his own twists and ideas to his character that we kept them in. It may have taken him years to finally join his daughter Zoe on stage, and we're so glad he chose our society to show his talent. His stage presence was just phenomenal. By now, you will all know who we are talking about. It is, of course, our one and only wonderful Dave Taylor.
As you all know, we very sadly lost Dave during one of our show week. We would like to thank you, all our fellow Clay Panto societies, for your love, support and kindness, not just to us, but to his family too. Dave was an absolute asset to the society, always made a big impact, not just on his fellow cast and society members, but to the younger members and children too.
Dave was always the biggest kid in the room. He always made us all laugh with his funny reactions to things. For example, when he played the air piano at rehearsals and in the wings during the instrumental breaks of our opening number. And he was always asking to rehearse his favourite number, Bon Voyage.
So now please, ladies and gentlemen, fellow pantomimers, again we ask you to put your hands together as we present together Pantomime Own Society Award to our very own Dave Taylor. would like to ask Dave's daughter Zoe to come up and collect the award.
Right, now it's time for pasties. Half an hour break, pasties, pea, drink.
Right, we'll start off with another own award, and this time can I ask somebody from Clay Village Players to come up, please?
Our award is not about the spotlight or big gestures. It's about quiet dedication, the kind that often goes unnoticed, but never unappreciated. This year we wanted to recognise someone who has continued to give so much of herself to the team, always with a smile, never expecting anything in return. Whether it's making tea, serving sweets, or keeping things running smoothly at the front of house, she does it all with grace and care. Teresa, this one is for you. Your selflessness and quiet strength haven't gone unnoticed. Thank you for being the heart behind so much of what we do. You are truly appreciated.
Right, now we move on to the award for the best goodie. And in third place, we have Julie Bradley at St Enidon.
In second place we have Jodie Townend from Pantomime.
And in first place, we have Chloe Mitchell from Clay Village Players.
Next we have the best baddie. In third place, Peter Wyatt, the Clay Village Players.
In second place we have Curtis Danbury.
And in first place for best baddie, Chris Keller.
obviously being the Dame, we're giving this one out in memory of Dave Taylor. And first place goes to Drake Moore Bugle.
Sisters, there were never such devoted sisters. Never had to have a chaperone, no sir. I'm here to keep my eye on her, caring, sharing every little thing that we are wearing. When a certain gentleman arrived from Rome, she wore the dress and I stayed home.
Curtis? Is it now?
The teacher called you.
So, the reason why I didn't know I was asked to do this. The reason why we've been asked to come up is we are now going to do a tribute to Dave, which is one of the songs in our show, which is the one that Dave always asks to rehearse. It's the Bon Voyage. Can I have all of St Andrew Panto up on stage, please? And any of the dames, past or present, if you would like to come and join us up on the floor, you are more than welcome to. And if anyone else wants to sing along, the words are on the reverse of the running order. Is there any other dames that need to come up, that wish to come up to join us before we start? Okay, thank you, Jordan.
Yeah.
a great tribute to a great bloke, so thank you everybody. Right, moving on to the next award is for the Best Comedy Act Solo. In third place, Francesco Trabilba of England Queen.
In second place, Adam Hinton, Senator.
And in first place for Best Comedy Act Solo, Melissa Bunt.
Comedy duo. In third place, Ron Moody and Jace George Sedaris.
In second place, Chris Lobb and Oliver Williams.
And in first place, Mike Coleman and Liam Smith, Roach. Right, we move on to the last two. First one being Principal Girl. In third place, Rihanna Heisman, England Queens.
In second place, Amber Blenard from Truant Village Players.
And in first place, Bailey Morgan from St. Stephen.
Now for the Best Principal Boy. In in third place, Amelia Banks from Children Concert Group.
In second place, Anita Torres from Bugle.
In first place, Noah Richmond from Sweden. Now for our final own award, could Rach come up, please?
Evening, everybody. Just like every other pantomime, we have good years and we have bad years. This year has been a very bumpy road for our society. Tracy Cornish obviously decided to resign as directors, and we found two wonderful new directors, which was Katie Bohill and Katie Stevens. So, they've done a fantastic job this year, and I know that our society could be proud of what they've done this year, and we look forward to the future of them directing our society. A few months down the line, unfortunately, our prince became very unwell, and therefore Abby had to step in 6 weeks before we opened. And our very own Finley, who hadn't done any rehearsals and had to step in as Dandini only 6 weeks ago. Not only that, final dress rehearsal, a week before show, our fairy godmother decided not to continue with our production. Therefore, our director, Katie Stevens, had to step in and complete that role as fairy godmother. But it doesn't even end there, because essentially, tech, dress rehearsal, full run through before we opened Monday night. On the Sunday, our lovely seamstress, Debbie Tonkin, fell extremely ill and ended up in hospital with multiple costumes still not complete. And therefore, our very own Derek Wilshaw stepped in to finish those costumes. And we were still sewing costumes together before we opened Monday night. And I was having to hand sew costumes because unfortunately Derek's sewing machine decided to give up the ghost before we decided to get on stage. So we've had a bumpy year, and as you can tell, there is multiple individuals who really do deserve this award. And I think I'm a little bit jinxed because for some reason the people that get this award don't turn up to this award ceremony. But there we are. But the award for us as a society this year goes to none other than Katie Stevens, and I wish for Katie Bohill to please come and get her award.
No, the big one. I will say before we dish out the prizes that this was a very, very close run for this award. It was 3 points between them, to be honest. So it was very, very close. But in third place for the best overall pantomime is Roach Pantomime Players.
place, Truant Pantomime Group.
And in first place, St. Stephen's Pantomime Group.
Well done to St. Stephen and everybody else, but like we said, you all deserve the awards tonight because you've all been brilliant, making our job as judges hard, but please keep doing what you do best. You're all doing a fantastic job. Now's the best bit to celebrate all together, so well done, give yourselves all a round of applause.
Yeah, and if you could help stack the chairs to the side when we finish up here, it'll be really much appreciated. So we need to. Thank you. It's been an absolute pleasure watching all of your pantomimes, I must say, but we still need help with the chairs. Thank you very, very much, and enjoy your evening.